Good morning, and thank you for joining us for our weekly press conference. We have one main topic for today, and it is the annual Pride Fest, which is now called Pride on the Bay, which is this Saturday, June 29th, and then the Pride Parade will be on Sunday, June 30th. So it's a busy weekend, but June is Pride Month, and Pride on the Bay and the Pride Parade, organized by the Northwest Pennsylvania Pride Alliance, are Erie's marquee events during this Pride Month. Here in Erie, we're committed to keeping our LGBTQ plus community safe from hate crimes and prosecuting those who target them. We support LGBTQ plus owned businesses, we encourage more mental health support, and we maintain the city's perfect municipality index score. Back in November, we told you that the city achieved a perfect score of 100 points on the 2023 Municipal Equality Index. The MEI is a nationwide evaluation of 506 cities that examines how inclusive municipal laws, policies, and service for the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, LGBTQ+ communities, people who live and work here. This was the second year in a row that the city received the perfect score. The Human Rights Campaign Municipal Equality Index ranks cities in 5 areas: the non-discrimination laws, the municipality as an employer, municipal services, law enforcement, and leadership on the LGBTQ+ equality. Our city leaders have worked hard to create an environment where LGBTQ+ residents, employees, and visitors can thrive. I would especially like to thank the LGBTQ+ Advisory Council members who worked extremely hard to draft policies and practices that helped us achieve our perfect score as we all strive to make Erie a more inclusive community. Now, I am happy to introduce Alex Spoon, the Executive Director of the Northwest Pennsylvania Pride Alliance, to tell us about what Pride events are happening here in Erie. Alex, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mayor, for having me here today and for supporting Erie's queer community. This week is Pride Week here in Erie, and this year the Pride Alliance has moved the event formerly known as Pride Fest from Perry Square to Liberty Park. We've also changed this name to Pride on the Bay, as the Mayor had said. This Saturday we'll have over 120 vendors, and we'll have Ada Vox from American Idol as the headliner for the Erie Insurance main stage. As in prior years, we'll also have free HIV testing in the Adagio Health and Wellness Zone, and many food truck vendors in our Central Outreach Picnic Zone. We'll be providing shuttles from the 12th Street and Lincoln Park and Rides and the Intermodal Transportation Center to the park, and then those shuttles will start at 10:30 a.m. and run until 7 p.m. or until the final people are out of the park. As part of moving this event, we have also made the Erie Pride Parade a standalone event, and this will be the final event of our Pride weekend. The Pride Parade will start at 1 p.m. and will go from 11th and State down to Perry Square. I would like to invite everyone to come out to the Pride Seawolves game that's happening tonight at UPMC Park, and we'll be celebrating one of Erie's longest running minor league baseball Pride nights. So come out and wear your Pride gear tonight. And while we are very excited for this weekend's Pride event, just a couple other events that we'll be hosting this summer. We'll have the we'll host a second Pride weekend, the weekend of August 10th and 11th, where we'll host a 32-year annually running Pride picnic, and we'll also have a Pride Day at Waldemere Park and Waterworld on the 11th. So I would like to thank the Mayor and the City of Erie government for this opportunity and for their continued support of the queer community, and I hope to see everyone this night and all weekend long. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Alex. We really appreciate your work on the LGBT+ Advisory Council. You are helping us make Erie a welcoming city for everyone who lives or visits here. Next up is Michael Wachter, who is co-chair of the Erie Insurance Pride Alliance Affinity Network. Erie Insurance is a sponsor of Pride on the Bay, and we are grateful for their support. Michael, we look forward to hearing what you have to say, and the floor is now yours.
Thank you to Mayor Schember and to Alex Spoon for having this opportunity to speak today about Erie Insurance's support of the LGBTQ+ community. The mission of the Erie Insurance Pride Alliance Network, Affinity Network, or EPAN, is to support Erie's goal of creating an environment where every employee can be comfortable sharing their authentic selves to the extent and level to which of their personal preference, regardless of their sexual orientation, gender identity, or gender expression. Currently, EPAN has over 550 members, which includes members of both the LGBTQ+ community and our allies. Our goal of providing a safe and inclusive workplace is rooted in Erie's goals and culture and values. Since 1925, Erie has followed the Golden Rule, which is one of our core values and is as important to us today as it was to our founder, H.O. Hurt, back in 1925, when he founded the company. Erie remains committed to building and promoting an environment where all people can be treated with both dignity and respect. This is evident in the fact that EPAN is one of 9 employee-led affinity networks that are sponsored by Erie Insurance to educate, advocate, and celebrate the diverse, equitable, and inclusive workplace. As one of the leaders of EPAN, I know that Erie demonstrates and lives out this commitment. We at EPAN take great pride in Erie's support of the LGBTQ+ employees, customers, agents, and members of the communities in which we serve. We also take great pride in Erie's continued support for the Erie Pride on the Bay on Saturday and the Erie Pride Parade on Sunday, along with our mayor and others in the community. Erie's support of the LGBTQ+ community, you think I'd be able to say it, extends beyond Erie. This year, we are not only sponsoring the Erie Pride on the Bay, but we also are sponsoring festivities in 5 areas within our footprint, major cities. Locally, in addition to our financial support of Pride, Erie Pride, nearly 100 of members of our Erie family and their family members will be joining us this weekend to support the Pride festivities with our presence, our enthusiasm, and our hope for an even more inclusive and diverse world. Thank you.
And thank you as well, Michael. Erie Insurance's support of Saturday's Pride event is tremendous. I also appreciate your work with EPAN. I hope that other businesses will follow Erie Insurance's lead to educate, advocate, and celebrate a diverse, equitable, and inclusive workplace. I have a deep and personal connection to the Pride events. As you may know, my son Joe is gay. When he told my wife and I almost 20 years ago, we immediately responded, "Joe, you are our son. We love you. It does not matter to us what your sexual orientation is." And we've been very close ever since. Erie Pride events remind everyone that LGBTQ+ friends are welcome and valued here in Erie. We celebrate our diversity and value each person for their unique skills, abilities, and perspectives. The best thing we can do is support one another. And now, I would like to read a proclamation recognizing Pride Day in the city of Erie. And Alex and Michael, if you come up and join me on either side while I read this, and I'll present this to you then when we're done. So, we're recognizing Pride Day in the city of Erie. Whereas, the city of Erie celebrates Pride Month as a public reminder that the LGBTQ+ community has not and still does not enjoy the same civil rights as other community members. Whereas people in the LGBTQ+ community play a vital role in Erie as educators, employees, business owners, social service providers, doctors, lawyers, musicians, artists, faith leaders, counselors, and good friends. They are valued citizens who must have equal rights. Whereas Pride Day commemorates the Stonewall riots that took place back on June 28th, 1969, I was about 18 then, when a series of confrontations erupted between police and gay rights activists outside the Stonewall Inn in New York City's Greenwich Village. This event sparked the international gay rights movement. Whereas LGBTQ+ advocates and allies strive tirelessly to create an equitable, inclusive society while fighting for dignity and respect for the LGBTQ+ community. We are proud to stand alongside the diverse LGBTQ+ community to denounce the racism and prejudice that still lives within the Erie region. We pledge protection for the BIPOC LGBTQ+ population. We want to treat every individual with dignity and respect. Whereas Pride Month is an important part of my team's vision, which celebrates Erie's rich cultural diversity. Every individual in the Erie region is welcome and accepted for the unique talents and skills that they possess. Now, therefore, I, Joseph V. Schember, Mayor of the City of Erie, hereby proclaim the 29th day of June 2024, this Saturday, as Pride Day in the City of Erie. I call all Erie residents to rid themselves of prejudice and to value equally all fellow citizens, regardless of minor differences such as race, religion, creed, ethnicity, culture, the color of your skin, identity, and expression. I invite all residents to participate in full Pride swag this year and support Erie's LGBTQ+ community. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for all you two do.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. You guys can sit down. Thank you. Thank you, and I hope everyone takes part in the Pride event this weekend and supports Erie's LGBTQ+ community. Now, just on to another topic briefly. Next Thursday, July 4th, which of course the City Hall will be closed that day, but I wanted to remind everyone that our spectacular Independence Day fireworks display, called Lights Over Lake Erie, will take place the day before, Wednesday, July 3rd, at 10 p.m. over the Bicentennial Tower at Dobbins Landing. I usually go to bed at 9 p.m., to be honest, but I'm going to stay up a little late that evening. Thanks again for the generous support of the Erie West Pennsylvania Port Authority for helping us make the fireworks possible. We would also like to thank the Erie County Gaming and Revenue Authority for providing additional funding for lights over Lake Erie through a special events grant that they did. And a really big thank you also goes to the city's Public Works team, the Erie Police Department, and the Erie Fire Department for their coordinated efforts to ensure that we have a safe, fun event for everyone. Dobbins Landing is a terrific place for fireworks because you can see them from almost anywhere that you can see the Bicentennial Tower from. Many people like to watch them from the bluffs overlooking the bay, from Presque Isle, or from a boat. Star 4 will be broadcasting synchronized music tracks during the show on the location at the tower and at Liberty Park. This music will be available on the air for anyone just by accessing 103.7 FM. A lot of people are expected to come to the fireworks, so there could be some traffic in the vicinity of Dobbins Landing. I highly recommend you check out the parking and traffic information at the website, and that website is lightsoverlakeerie.com. It is also recommended that you park downtown south of the Bayfront Parkway and then walk to the Bayfront, or take a free shuttle that's provided by EMTA. It will be provided from 8 p.m. until midnight. Thanks to the Erie Parking Authority, certain downtown garages will also be free for visitors. Please be patient and use caution when driving and after the fireworks, since so many people will be outside enjoying the show. Also coming on Sunday, July 7th, is the City of Erie's 814 concert series at 5 p.m., and that will take place at Bayview Park at West 2nd and Cherry Street. This concert features the Ruby Port Band. The 814 concert series runs for 6 weeks and brings a local band to different city parks. Each is Sunday morning from July 7th through August 11th. The music begins at 5 p.m., and each location will have a food truck and community resource tables available. That's for food and drink. Then on Monday, July 8th, we'll have the first Sounds of Summer concert for the season, and that one will be at Perry Square at 7 p.m., featuring the Tennessee Back Porch Band. Sounds of Summer will be on the 6 Mondays from July 8th through August 12th. Thanks to the local 17 Music Fund and Alan Zerker for his assistance in booking bands and securing venues. Thank you also goes out to UPMC Healthcare for their generous support to make both concert series possible this summer. You can find the full concert lineup for the summer at 814concerts.com. That concludes this week's press conference. Please continue to follow us on social media for the latest updates on everything happening here in the city of Erie. Everyone who spoke is now available for interviews. Thanks very much for being with us today. Thank you.